Hello and welcome, friends. I hope everyone is ready to fight.
I think Nyx has already started. She is yelling.
Wonderful.
Strong opinions about something.
Amazing.
I'm just picking her up, but yeah. Yeah, I know. I know.
Happy Wednesday, I guess.
Sure.
You know, made it over the hump.
I was trying to think of some sort of joke related to you being like, a middle-aged office woman,
Sure, why not?
I'm very clever today.
I'm digging the hoodie that you've got going on.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I've had this for like a year or so. I haven't worn it too much.
Sick. I like it.
Yeah, I thought about it because I was like, oh, those are like your favorite colors.
You love to see it.
Yeah,
what's up?
Chilly today, so
how's life? Hello, Nyx.
Yes, she was very insistent. She had something to tell everybody.
Amazing.
I think it was meow.
Wait,
what was the question?
How are you?
Oh, that's real basic. You think I'd remember a question like that? Fine. Clearly, just living the dream.
Love that for you. Little Oliver update.
Oh.
Diva down. He has lost 5 more teeth.
Oh no.
Yep.
5? That's a lot.
Had to take him in for a cleaning today. They had to extract 5 of his teeth.
Oh no, bud. How many does he have left?
Well, he's lost 9 so far, and cats have 30 teeth, so he's got 21 left. Oh, thank you for liking and subbing, Zoxy.
Thank you.
Don't know how to pronounce the rest of your name, but we appreciate it. Thank you.
Go with Z.
But yeah, he's got 21 teeth left.
So he has like 2/3 of his teeth, roughly, and he is 4 years old.
4?
4. I felt like 4 seemed right. For some reason I was more afraid of guessing his age being over what it is than under. Anyhow, yeah. So he's got a lot of life left, and so if he's lost 9 within the first 4 years,
yeah, he's got those fucking resorptive lesions. So there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, that's what both Nyx and Luna have too. That's why Nixie has lost some teeth as well. Not as many though. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lucky. Yeah, I don't know what his deal is. It's just bad luck, I guess.
No, it's a genetic thing. That's why both of my cats have it, because they're, sisters. They inherited it from the same parents.
So yeah, that happened.
Aw, poor buddy. It's hard to imagine him with like just gums with that like no.
Oh my god, I know. I hope it doesn't get to that point.
Like I'm trying to think. I know there are certain cats, like obviously Gumbus doesn't have teeth.
I'm gonna say Gumbus.
Wasn't there a cat named like Pot Roast or something like that?
Pot Roast is unfortunately no longer with us, but yes.
Yes, that was the one. That was the cat I was thinking of too. That I was like, oh, there was another cat that had no teeth, and it was the whole thing. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't get to that point with him, but time will tell, I suppose.
Well, I mean, I guess on the bright side, he probably doesn't notice the difference because
tiny brain.
I was trying to think of a tiny brain.
No, you're right. Thoughts. He does not have thoughts, but you know who does have thoughts? Us, and we're gonna share them with you tonight, whether you want us to or not.
What a segue.
I do what I can. But before we get into those thoughts, I have a website that I just want to show you. Like, I saved this ages ago. I don't even remember where I stumbled across this, and I'm finally bringing it up on the podcast because I just think it's funny as fuck. This is a website called PointerPointer.com, and this is what it does.
Yeah, it's funny. So for those who might be listening,
every time you move your pointer, It generates. It's not AI. It's like actual photos, but comes up with another picture that is pointing at your cursor.
Which it works on mobile too. You just have to tap somewhere on the screen. So wherever you tap, it automatically points to your finger.
Incredible. I love this website. This is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yeah,
and I just wanted to share that with the people.
Yeah. When I looked at the document earlier today, I saw it on there, and I know the site. I've been on it before. I can't remember how many times I've clicked around it, like expecting a different result. Like this time they're not going to figure it out, I don't remember when or how I came across it before, but it was a long time ago.
And the photos I find are such a time capsule because they're all like they all have this like disposable camera quality to them.
Yeah, which makes me wonder if they've done that more intentionally though, because
very possible.
There's no way that they just happen to have that many like pictures that were like from disposable cameras that were actually printed out that they then like scanned in or whatever. Because I feel like they're just like culled from different like social media platforms and places like that.
But I just thought everyone should see that.
Yeah, and of course then my brain just goes to like, how do you even code something like that?
Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. But with that out of the way, let's get into our first actual discussion topic for the evening that I should have pulled up on my phone, but don't. Oopsies. Yes. So our first discussion point for the evening is I found a tier list of superpowers, and I would like to rank them. So, hold up. Hold on, no, not add that to stage. Add this to stage. I know how StreamYard works.
Same.
Okay, there we go. Add to stage. Wonderful. And with that visible to the audience, we can discuss.
Yes.
So the first power we have listed here is invisibility.
Yeah,
there it is. That's the track. Yeah. So what do we think about invisibility? And our rankings are the best power/powers, power for real, mid, super lame, and ew, gross, ew. Love the creativity of the different rankings, by the way.
Yeah, although honestly, I'd swap and mid because I feel like is somehow more negative than saying something's mid, but whatever. I'm just gonna pay attention to the colors. Is my point.
So, where do we think invisibility falls upon this tier list?
Well, I mean, so we have to think about it in terms of like the grand scheme of all of these, right? And compared to a lot of them, it's not that great.
It's not that great, but I mean, like, would I have uses for it? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it connects back to what we talked about last week. Oh, hey, Bandit.
What's up, my dude?
Fire Sunday. Great. Good for you.
Oh, lordy. Oh, boy. Okay.
But like what we talked about last week about like everything in the world is frozen but you. Like I feel like a lot of the same stuff would be like, I could go to places that I'm not allowed to be. Although it's trickier because you would still be like moving things around and people could run into you and so it might be obvious, but I don't know. I don't see it being that useful again compared to a lot of the other ones.
So do we think or mid?
That's a tough. I feel like it's hard to place the first one because then you don't have the other ones to compare it to.
Well, I mean, if you see anything that's clearly like God tier, we can also We can start with that. We've got super strength, x-ray vision, flight, mind reading, laser eyes, super speed, telekinesis, teleportation. That's an S tier.
Yeah, we've talked about that on the pod before.
We want to be able to teleport here. So I'm going to put that up there as our kind of like barometer, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which brings us back to invisibility.
Yes. Sorry,
I can hear your 3D printer.
It's going to play a little song to indicate it's done. If you notice I keep muting myself, I'm trying to guess when it's about to do it.
Oh my god.
Real
I
quick.
love that. It plays a little song. That's delightful.
Yes. I mean, it's just like a few little tones. What are you doing? Aren't you done? What are you doing? What are you doing, friend? You're actually done, right? You're not just having a moment. For some reason, the spool of filament that I'm currently using has gotten tangled more than once.
You hate to see it.
I think that's what's happening again.
Oh no.
And my printer's throwing a fit about it. With 2% of the print to go.
Boy.
Anyhow, it's going to give me the error sound in a second. I know it.
We do still have to rank invisibility. Yeah, I'm kind of agreeing. How about super strength?
I'm going to continue talking, but... Oh, wait, never mind. Maybe it's not going to give me the error message. Maybe it's going to be done.
Fingers crossed.
Well, I didn't see this being this much of an issue. It's having a whole thing. I don't know. I mean, I feel like super strength would come in handy, but like not in that many situations.
Yeah, not that much.
I did just get my error message. I'm going to continue talking because the printer is directly next to me.
Okay.
I'm right here. It's fine.
I mean, I do have object permanence. I know you didn't disappear.
No way. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think super strength is like the greatest possible superpower you could have.
No, I like getting jars off things, sure.
I mean, there's that scene in The Incredibles where he like lifts up the couch so he can vacuum under it. Like that'd be kind of nice.
Yeah, things like that.
It's not useless.
No. That's what I said. Like, it has its, applications, I guess you could say. But at the same time, again, compared to a lot of the other ones, I don't necessarily think that it would be the most useful. Because there aren't a ton of times in my life where I've been like, man, I wish I was like, had super strength. Except maybe carrying boxes of litter like from the store.
Yeah.
I always get the 40-pound boxes and I'm like, man, wouldn't it be cool if I could just carry a bunch of these at once and be done with it?
Would be nice. So do we think mid, super lame?
I kind of want to go with mid.
I'll go with mid. Next we have X-ray vision. I think this is kind of lame.
It is, because how many things are you going to use that for,
I really can't think of many. I don't think it's, terrible. But
yeah, no, I mean, obviously it's the pervert's power.
It is obviously the pervert's power. And,
yeah.
Pervert rights.
Yeah, but in a practical, day-to-day sense, do I feel like having X-ray vision would be useful or beneficial? Not really.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I honestly can't think of any, ooh, you could see what was in your refrigerator without having to open the door.
That'd be kind of nice. You could steal people's credit card information by looking through their wallet.
Yeah. So it's the pervert and the scumbag's power.
Yeah. What about flight?
I'd like to fly.
I think that's pretty freaking awesome. I don't think it's as great as
Yeah.
teleportation, but I
Yeah,
think it
no,
belongs
same.
up here.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, because it has the similarity to teleportation in that it makes transportation easier.
Yeah.
Because, like, imagine you don't have to, like, you know, walk around like city blocks and stuff like that when you're out for.
You could just go
fly right
over.
over. Yeah, you don't have to wait in traffic anymore.
Yeah, that would be pretty nice.
Right, like super convenient. Not as convenient as teleportation, but
agreed.
Also, wee sounds fun.
Yeah, it sounds fun as fuck.
Go
Up
fly,
next,
hang out with the birds.
Yeah, up next we've got mind reading, which frankly I think is another superpower for real. I think it's at that level because like there are some drawbacks, especially if you can't turn it off. But oh my god, if I could read people's minds, it would solve so many of my problems.
Yeah, I think this is one where it's very highly dependent on whether you get to choose when you read minds or not. Because I feel like most of the time, I don't want to know what people are thinking about.
Maybe this is the OCD talking, but I often do.
Well, no, because like think about all the dumb stuff that goes through your brain on like a daily basis.
Okay, point taken.
You know, like I wouldn't want to listen to people's like lame, boring thoughts, or just kind of weird, random thoughts. Though it's not very interesting. Also, what if they don't like you? Like, I'd rather just not know if somebody is pretending to like me.
That's fair. I still, and again, maybe this is just me. I still think it's the second from the top.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that if you can control it.
I'm gonna say yes because all of these other ones, it's not like you're not teleporting randomly. You're not flying at. So I'm gonna say yes. You can control it.
Yeah, that's fair then.
Okay, laser eyes. I have no use for this.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it depends on what the laser eyes do. Like, can you use them in a very like dexterous way to like incinerate your garbage, for example?
Could do that. Could I like if I was to be like cutting wrapping paper or something? Could I just go?
Yeah, yeah. Can
That'd
you just essentially use them
nice.
as like scissors or a knife? Like,
or is this like Cyclops where it just goes
Yeah.
through everything all the like everything?
but if we are going with the principle that you can control these things,
So it's more
Like,
like
eat
a
it when you
Superman
control.
deal.
yeah, like if I could, you know, cut up chicken with my eyes instead of having to get out a knife and just like
That would be nice.
So basically, if you can use them as scissors / knives for your day-to-day things, and also if you could use them to essentially like destroy things like garbage and stuff like that you need to get rid of anyway, that's better for the environment.
Would we? I think this is tier.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Okay, how about super speed? You're a runner. I feel like you could get some use out of that.
Well, it's not about being fast though, and if you have super speed, that kind of takes all the fun out of it because you're automatically just gonna like, you know.
I suppose.
I was thinking about this more of like not just running speed, but you can do it anything at a higher speed. So like
that
your
would kind
chores-
of rock, like a Flash situation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
I am here for that. I could use some more time in my day, and if I could get things done super fast.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, look at all these things I got to get done today. And you just zip, 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 done.
Zip
all right, and
through
now I'm
'em.
going to play video games.
I like it. So where do we think it belongs on this list?
Whew. Honestly, one of the top two.
Superpower for real? I can go with that. I can rock with that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a real time saver, much like teleportation and flying.
Okay, telekinesis.
That could be pretty convenient.
You wouldn't have to get up to get things off when you're on the couch.
I was gonna say, especially if you're a lazy piece of shit. Because which I am. Like the number of times I've been sitting here like in this very spot doing work or playing video games or whatever, and then I'm like, oh man, my glass is empty, but I'm so thirsty. I have to like take my footrest down.
Doesn't
It's
it
a whole
suck?
thing. Uh-huh. Although I wonder if I could actually either transport my glass down the stairs to where I can't see to fill up the water and then bring it back up, or transport the pitcher up here. Because I
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to see it. So maybe I couldn't do that. I mean, I assume with telekinesis you'd have to be able to see the things that you're moving,
Perhaps.
which would cut down on the convenience quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's something that I can see, like for the most part, it shouldn't be that difficult for me to just do it.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that question we had where it was, do you remember, it was a this or that, and one of them was like, would you rather be able to like move objects within a certain distance with your mind, or I think it was like teleport 6 inches or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, I mean, stuff that's really close to you, it's like, oh no, I left this thing just out of my reach. Come here, remote.
Just, and I mean, would it be nice? Yes.
Yeah, but considering the fact that like if you can only move things that you can actually see,
No.
it's not that great. Like it's nice. There are plenty of times where that would have come in handy.
So where do we think it belongs then? Is this in the same tier as laser eyes or super strength?
Yeah, I was sort of actually I was gonna say mid, but since you put it like that, I feel like it is on par with laser eyes.
Okay.
Because it has its conveniences, but they're gonna be limited.
You know what I think kind of sucks? This next one, elasticity.
Oh, like Elastigirl.
Yeah. I don't think I would get that much use out of it.
No, although this is kind of similar to the telekinesis. Like if, oh, I left my phone over there, let me stretch my arm out and grab it.
I mean, okay, here's the thing though. Could I be permanently snatched?
Probably.
That brings it up for me a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think that's an issue for Elastigirl. I think she's just a skinny bitch to begin with. So I don't know if that comes up. But I also haven't seen the sequel. So, is there more than one? I don't remember.
They just announced another one, which stop making sequels is my hot take for the night.
Yeah. Somebody likes it, apparently, so.
BS in my opinion, but whatever. I think elasticity is kind of mid.
Yeah, I mean, I was honestly wavering between that and super lame, but
okay. What about shape-shifting?
So you can take the form of like any person or animal or whatever object?
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say you can do whatever. You can do whatever you want forever.
So you're like Odo from Deep Space Nine.
Sure.
He's a changeling. Yeah, he can become anything he wants to.
Yeah, that kind of bangs. That like is awesome.
Yes. No, I love Odo's my favorite character on Deep Space Nine. He sleeps in a bucket.
Does he become liquid?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's how he relaxes. He's
I would like to know what it's like to be liquid.
Yeah. Though he's from a, I want to say, species where they basically just all live together as like a big lake.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyway.
Do we think that belongs in the top tier or the second best?
I don't know. I mean, if you can literally turn into anyone or anything, like that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty freaking rad. I think that's one of the best powers.
Because honestly, it allows you to take on some of the other things. Like, oh, you want to fly? Become a bird.
Yeah.
Like, you want to, like, essentially be invisible? Just take the form of an object that should be in that environment already, and no one's going to notice you're there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's yeah, incredible.
Up next, we have invulnerability.
That'd be bitchin'.
That would rock. I would just use it to do dumb shit.
Well, I mean, just knowing that you can't hurt yourself by doing stupid things, I think is a relief.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, the mosh pit already hates to see me coming. If I couldn't get hurt,
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Yeah,
I would yeet myself off the Grand Canyon for fun.
I could run races and stuff through the woods without constantly worrying about rattlesnakes.
Yeah.
Like, bite me, bitch. See what happens.
Yeah, I'm genuinely curious what would happen.
I like to imagine their teeth would just like break because my skin's just tough, you know?
Mm. So like a Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my initial thought was I can't think of the character's name from Unbreakable that Bruce Willis plays.
Oh,
I
don't know.
It's a good movie.
Or maybe not a Luke Cage, because isn't it just his skin that's invulnerable and he can like break bones and stuff?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen, like, I watched the Netflix Luke Cage series. It's been a while.
We all know my thoughts on Marvel slop.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so we're gonna say that essentially
this is like Superman invulnerability, like Wonder Woman, yeah. Superman. Bullets will bounce off of you.
Essentially the only thing that can kill you is like drowning or smothering, like depriving of oxygen is the only thing that can really hurt you.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. It definitely belongs in one of the top 2. Do you have an opinion as to which?
Yeah, I'm thinking the superpower for real.
Okay, I like it.
Because I think it's still not quite as amazing as being able to teleport or shapeshift, but it's close.
All right. You know what? If we want to get to literally anything else tonight, we're gonna have to pick up the pace with these a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Mediumship.
Communicating with the dead?
Yes.
So,
Yeah. It's like you could do some cool stuff with it, but time manipulation, on the other hand, the best power.
Yep, that's definitely going up there.
How about animal control? Yeah, oh my god, if I could control, are you kidding? It would be Guar weekend already, baby. If I could control time.
Animal control. Get animals to do your bidding. I mean, that'd be cool for your pets.
That would be very nice.
Listen.
I don't know. It's kind of awesome.
It is.
I don't know how much use you would get out of it.
Yeah. I mean, again, you could make your like cats or snakes or whatever behave.
Mm-hmm. That would be helpful for when I'm trying to get Oliver in his carrier. He did not like that this morning, I'll tell you that much.
No, I can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I don't think it's going to be as useful as some of the things. So maybe like an
Mm-hmm.
Either that or the superpower for real.
Elemental control.
So like weather?
I guess so.
I mean, it'd be cool if you could stop it from raining when it's inconvenient for you or snowing.
But that's about it.
Yeah. So it's like, sure, some situations, great.
I'm going to say mid.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Super hearing, on the other hand, ew, gross, ew. I don't want that. I don't want to be able to hear, like, everything that's happening around me at all times. Like, I don't want to hear someone getting their cheeks clapped 10 blocks away.
Well, but this is a Superman thing, too. He gets to decide when he's listening into people. The only situation in which I could think of this being useful is, like, occasionally people will be having a conversation that I know has to do with me, and I'll be like, oh, I don't know what they're saying. But
so mid, then, perhaps.
Sure. Yeah. Has its uses.
Poison generation. So you become, if someone bites you, they die.
Ew. Gross.
Yeah,
Ew.
what if I want to be bitten?
Yeah, I can't. But also, I can't imagine any situation where I would need that.
No. None
I'm not
whatsoever.
trying to poison people or animals.
Yeah. Plant control. So poison ivy.
Super lame?
Agree.
Yes, we do read the chat.
Power mimicry.
So basically copying other people's superpowers?
Yes.
Well, but I don't know anybody who has superpowers.
Yeah, exactly. So would it be helpful? Not really. In a world where people have superpowers, though, I feel like that's kind of up there.
Yeah, well, especially because like you already have whatever yours is, but then you can only have the one, and so yeah, try them all out. So in that respect, if we're talking about a world that everybody has a superpower, that's really high up there.
Yeah, I think that's a
'Cause you get to have
superpower
them
for
all.
real.
Yeah,
What about healing?
yourself and others. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna extend that to others.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely in the top 2. Where do you think it belongs?
I mean, to me, that's not teleportation level.
It's not teleportation level. You're so right. Possession. So like you can possess people.
Wait, hold on. Somebody in the chat has said that healing is kind of useless, to be honest. And it's like,
okay, please explain Butterstick 4.
Like, if I could just never have a cold because I heal it.
Yeah,
or,
that would be freaking sweet.
Injury. I'm going to assume I can cure cancer and stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, like, here's the thing. Would I be giving that shit away for a low, low price? Yes. But would I make a little money off of it? Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, because I mean, there are so many people that need it. It would take up all of your time. And it's like, you got to make a living somehow. You can't just.
Yeah. So, like, I would use it to my advantage, but I would also, like, make it accessible to people.
Yes.
Moving right along. How do we feel about possession? I think that's kind of lame.
Yeah, I don't even possessing other people's bodies.
I guess.
Is essentially. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
And you know what else I think is useless? So it goes in the ill gross. Astral projection.
Yeah, no. I mean, it would.
Okay, here, hold on. I think we got to
purposes.
back up for a second because what's coming up is weather control.
Elements would be air, fire, water.
So like
earth,
like Avatar, like the Last Airbender.
Yeah. So weather control goes where elemental control is, where that ended up.
Yes, elemental control is mid. I think. Okay, imagine fighting another stronger superpower, but the only thing you can do is heal.
But see, the way we're thinking about this isn't like we're superheroes that are going to like fight and solve.
This is more of just an everyone has an ability type thing.
Yeah, like we're still living our normal everyday lives like we are now, except we have a superpower. Mm-hmm. And how convenient would that be? Yeah. So yeah.
Gravity manipulation, I think, is also fucking useless. Like, it'd be kind of fun for like 5 minutes. I would love to see what like gravity feels like on the moon and make that happen for myself. But what am I gonna do with it, really?
But wouldn't it let you fly?
I suppose it would let you fly.
And you could also, I wonder if too that means like if you can do it like in a really localized way, if it would also in some respects take the way of super strength. Because like, I'll just change the gravity underneath this heavy item.
Okay. I think that bumps it up to like an eh.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Okay. Cloning. There doesn't need to be 2 of me.
If
one is enough of a problem as it is.
if I can clone myself and then the clone has to do all the shit I don't want to do.
That would kind of rock.
Yeah, like you go do the cleaning, go to the grocery store. Go to this function I don't want to be a part of.
Understandable.
So
where do you think it belongs in that case? I think it's kind of mid.
Oh, really? I was almost going to go up to the superpower for real. So
do you want to compromise and put it in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay. Force field projection. I have no use for this.
The only way I could think about it as being useful is if you're in a crowded environment and people are bumping into you and you're really annoyed. Bubble.
Yeah, that's about it, though. I think that's super lame.
I can imagine other uses, but...
Immortality, though.
Oh, well, we've talked about this. You're pro immortality.
I'm very pro immortality. Maybe I'm just fucking built different, but I would never get bored.
Yeah, no, we've had this conversation before, and so I will just do the quick summary of my perspective, which is that given long enough amount of time, everybody you know is going to die. You are going to run out of new things to do and new things to learn. You're just going to get tired. Imagine when you've been awake for like the longest period you've ever been awake and how that feels. It's kind of the same thing.
I'll handle that when it comes to that.
But then if you want to be dead essentially because you've been alive for God knows how long, you can't. You're trapped.
I don't think immortality is the same thing as invulnerability.
Well, immortal means you can't die.
I suppose.
If you literally cannot die.
I think I could deal with it.
And it takes the choice out of your hands. Like, I do not like that at all.
So are we going... Obviously not the best power because of the disagreement there, but superpower for real or eh?
I would put it at super lame.
Okay, so then it is. Precognition.
That could be nice.
Could be useful.
Yeah.
Superpower for real?
Yep. Yeah.
Electricity.
So you could like zap things?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean,
or
I
like
guess
channeling electricity.
Food. Yeah, I can't really imagine a lot of uses for this one.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
Useful in a power outage, maybe? I don't know.
Perhaps. Size shifting.
So you can get giant or tiny?
Yes.
That sounds fun.
That does sound pretty fucking fun.
Could you imagine, like, if you had this ability, I'd shrink you down and, like, put you in my pocket?
Right? That'd be awesome. You could fucking sneak your friends into, like, if it's like, I only have one ticket for this concert, let me just put you in my pocket.
Yeah. And if you make yourself giant, too, that gives you probably more strength, because it's going to be relative to your size.
So you can pick up things. You can lift a car. Yeah. I think this one... yeah. Okay. Telepathy.
That could be potentially useful.
Mm-hmm.
How's that different from mind reading? I guess because you can also communicate.
Communicate?
Yeah, it's because it's two-way.
But then you'd have to find other people who also are telepaths.
Well, no, because telepaths, they can put messages in other people's minds and read their minds.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But, we have phones.
We do have phones. It's kind of unnecessary in this day and age.
Yeah, so I don't really see it having much advantage, except you can communicate silently, which could, in some situations, be useful.
I think it's mid.
Sure.
And I don't know what they mean by the final one. It just says phasing. So I think that means you can like pass through objects.
Yeah, that was my assumption. So you can like pass through locked doors and things like that, solid walls.
Which that could be kind of nice, but other than that, I mean,
yeah,
you can't do too much with it.
Yeah. Like yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Okay, so here is our final superpower tier list. We'll be saving that and then putting up links and stuff when this goes up formally on YouTube and all that fun stuff. So that's going to bring that discussion to a close. Next, we have a would you rather that I have taken from TikTok. It is, would you rather post every photo you've ever taken to social media or post your lifetime search history to social media? It's going to have to be every photo I've ever taken.
This is honestly a really hard one. And actually,
not for me, it's not.
When I clicked on it, I was like reading some of the comments beneath the video, and so many people were just like declining to answer.
My AO3 history is between me and Satan.
I mean, I don't know that I have anything that I have looked up online that I'd be like ashamed of, but it's mostly just like boring and lame, or the pictures, like, I think it's a similar sort of thing with pictures where it's like, yes, look at these random pictures of things that I have taken that had significance in the moment, but seem stupid or weird out of context.
Oh, I mean, there are definitely pictures of me that I would not want on social media, like, at all.
Yeah, I don't know that there are. Although I like with my foot surgeries, I did sort of like document the healing process, which is kind of important, to keep. So I wouldn't want people to see pictures of my gross foot. I get upset when I see them.
Understandable.
Than that.
Yeah, no. It's got to be every picture, though, because I think my lifetime search history is quote-unquote worse.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would go with the pictures probably, because again, I don't think there's anything in there that's like that I would have that's embarrassing, except in this.
God, I have stuff that's embarrassing, but maybe that's just me.
Yeah, no, mine's more just lame and potentially gross in the case of my foot surgery pictures.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and my internet search history, though, there's occasionally some things in there I'm like, yeah, I don't think I want people to know that I wanted to learn about this thing, or
mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, I think it does have to be the pictures, but I also, because I feel like people are less likely to look through thousands and thousands of pictures.
This is very true.
Skim or like do a quick like search for certain keywords.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, enjoy this photo dump.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't search these.
Yeah. Nice to see we're in agreement.
Yeah.
Okay.
This isn't agreeing with friends.
It's okay. Maybe the next question will inspire a fight. Final question for the evening. Who has had the biggest fall off as a film director?
This is more of a question for you.
It's Steven Spielberg.
Okay.
I saw the trailer for his latest movie. It's something called like Disclosure Day or whatever. It just looks like dog shit. And I cannot fucking believe that this is the man who brought us like Jurassic Park and the Indiana Jones trilogy and fucking Schindler's List. Like, just the decline in the decline in quality, unbelievable.
When I saw this in the document for today, I was like, I know this isn't actually a question. This is more that you have an opinion that you
I have an opinion, yeah.
It was like there is a correct answer to this question.
I don't think there's a correct. Well, I mean, the wrong answer would be David Lynch, but I don't think there's a correct answer. I think Steven Spielberg is a notable recent example for me.
I mean, for a lot of stuff, I don't pay that much attention to directors. Like there are some exceptions, like Edgar Wright, bring up that guy. For the most part, I don't pay that much attention to who directs stuff.
That's fair.
But Edgar Wright is, killing it as always.
You do love to see it. Well, if you don't have any opinions on that, that can just be a Bridget shares her opinion, and that's fine.
Yeah, that's how I interpreted. Yeah.
Because that's going to carry us to the worsening for the evening. Let us begin
timing.
The meditation.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
Listen, cue ball, you're only making it worse.
Thanks, that even makes it worse.
It's worse than you know.
It usually is.
I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard.
That's the worst goodbye I've ever heard. And you stole it from a movie.
How marvelous.
What do you got for me, bestie? How are you worse this week?
A lot of the same things from last week. I continue to play Fallout 76 a lot.
Nice.
Just continually leveling up there. That's an everyday thing.
I love it.
That. I continue with the 3D printing because I
see
sunflower.
It looks so cute.
Yeah, so now I have the spider plant, the aloe plant, and the sunflower. And the designer just released the model for the bamboo. So I'm going to be written that. I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm doing a lot of that. I bought a bunch more filament, and a lot of it was just refills, so I had to print spools to use. That's what I was printing with the other half of this one. Because they come, just like tied together essentially, and you have to put it onto a spool.
Mm-hmm.
So I continue to just have a great time printing these things because it's like wild how they're just, well, you can't actually see that when I do it.
Hell yeah.
They're totally flexible. It's pretty awesome. Each of these takes like 17 hours worth of printing.
Damn.
Yeah. So they're a bit of a lot, but fun. I feel like there's a way I want to say that I'm worse, but it's making me better, but in a way that is maybe annoying.
Explain.
I've been learning how to code.
Oh God.
Yes. Because for a long time I've done little bits of things here and there, as needed. But because I put this whole app together for like using a website, not from scratch, but I put this app together for something for work, and it's supposed to be like light coding or however they put it. It's not. But I was like, I should actually like maybe really learn this stuff, right? And kind of know what I'm actually doing. And so I, did some searching, and I found this website called freecodecamp.org. It is entirely free. If you finish their courses, you can get like actual certifications and stuff. People use it to switch careers.
Damn.
Be like web developers, but it's fully free because it's a nonprofit organization funded entirely through donations. So
wow.
I've been working on that every day. I coded, some websites that were like workshops on there, like really basic things, but I've learned a lot. So it's like I'm improving, but also I keep talking about it. So it's annoying.
That will do it.
Yeah. So it's like better, but in an annoying way. And who knows?
All right.
My skills might come in handy. Yeah.
Time will tell.
Yeah. So I'd say that's, primarily the worst is the Fallout, but
I can imagine. How am I worse this week? Well, I bought more Ghost merch. Shouldn't come as a shock to anybody. I got another pair of Ghost pajamas.
Nice.
that accidentally got delivered to my old apartment, so I have to go fucking pick them up tomorrow.
Weird.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I hadn't changed my address in the Hot Topic app.
Handy that your dad owns the place. Not like
Didn't it though?
yeah.
So there's that. I'm still working on building my like personal offline fan fiction archive. I've been putting a lot of time into that recently. I have downloads running on my other monitor right now. And I've been like having to let things go overnight because I have so much fan fiction saved. So been working on that. I think the main way that I'm worse this week though is that because this weekend is going to be the first show I've gone to all year, I'm going insane. I'm so excited. I'm so fucking pumped for War this weekend. You have no idea. Oh, and here's the thing that's like actually worse about me. I don't think those shoes are going to make it in time, bestie.
You can just go grab a cheap pair like I did.
I could. Where did you get yours?
Walmart.
That's fine. I can try to make that happen for myself.
I don't like it. They were like $20 and they have like memory foam. They seem decent actually considering.
Okay. All right, noted. You might be coming on an adventure with me this weekend.
I was gonna say, yeah, and just go right down the street or to wherever it is and grab them.
So yeah, the Guar excitement is building and continues to build and is already at like unsustainable levels of just like insanity, and it's going to get worse.
I have been looking up ways of trying to set the Guar die.
Wonderful. What did we come up with?
Unfortunately, the majority opinion seems to be that it's not doable because the dye is designed to wash off easily. It's like a water-based, it's basically like water with food coloring in it and not like an actual like acid-based dye or whatever, that you use to dye clothing. But despite that being the majority, like the main thing people said, there were some who said like soaking it for like half an hour in white vinegar helped, or a combination of white vinegar and salt.
Okay.
But most people said that every time they would see Guar, they would just bring a new white shirt and then they would collect them and just have piles of their old shirts.
That's also not a bad idea.
Or somebody said like they would see them multiple times a year, and so they would just wear the same shirt to each show that year, and then at the end of the year get a new one.
Okay.
So
all right.
Shirts. But I still have, I could try the vinegar thing on the shirt from last time because again, it's still sitting there with the dye in it.
I mean, you could.
But somebody in my searching, my online journeys, there was somebody who mentioned in a Reddit comment that they were like, oh, this is why I did shoes. It's like, somebody else had the same idea. And that person said that after the show, they used like a spray craft sealant on them. Because then you don't have to worry about washing them. And if they get like a little damp potentially or whatever, they're fine. I was just going to use
a bad idea.
Spray. Because I think I have some waterproofing spray around, because the person who said this did note that they were a little bit crunchy.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. So yeah, the prevailing opinion is that you can't, but there's maybe this one thing that could be tried.
Okay. Well, we'll have multiple shirts to experiment with.
Yeah. Yeah.
So... But yeah, how else am I worse? I don't know if I have a ton of ways that I'm worse is the thing. Starting to hyperfixate on crash diet again, which shouldn't come as a shock to anybody.
No, although you got to pace yourself. It's still a while off.
When have I ever paced? Look me in the eye and tell me to do that again. When have I ever paced myself?
Well, you're going to like burn out.
Counter argument. No, I won't.
Okay.
Anyway, I think that's really those are the main ways that I'm worse this week. I'm going to get much worse this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been putting a lot of thought into it, thinking about all the things that I'm like, all right, so what all do I need to pack? You know, like
Our collective IQ goes down by about half when we're in the same room.
you know, in my online journeys and trying to find ways to set the die, I was like, somebody had pointed out something that I'm like, this is so true. Because I had just worn like an old sports bra underneath the white t-shirt.
Okay,
last night.
I did too. And the thing is, the dye stayed in the sports bra.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Like, how?
What the fuck was up with that?
What's the difference? The only thing I could think is, and this is technically counter to science, the only difference I could think of is the shirts are a natural fiber and sports bras are usually synthetic. But usually it's supposed to be the opposite. The natural fibers take dye better.
Interesting.
That's the only thing I can think of that's different between the two. It's like that old comedian's joke where it's like, they can only ever find the black box in a plane crash. Why don't you just make the whole plane out of the black box? We just make the whole shirt out of sports bra.
Would be nice.
Yeah, so I don't know. That I'll probably just wear the same one. You know, continue adding to it.
Yeah, that was my plan.
So yeah, that is strange that stays in there. But yeah, I'm like, okay, I got to bring like Ziploc baggies. Like it's an entirely unique packing
experience. Yeah.
Like, what are the things I need for Guar?
If you could bring some extra baggies, that would be great because we don't have any.
Yeah, I assumed as much. That's useful
we
for
could
like
really get worse this weekend and do fucking Four Loko Friday.
Oh God. Yeah, we could. That's
could.
in 2 days.
That is in 2 days. Ah!
Time flies.
Doesn't it?
Flies.
Time flies when you're fucking working every single day.
Yeah. Man, being an adult sucks sometimes.
Doesn't it? This is why we have things like Guar. Because you need to get the demons out.
That's true.
Okay. I think that's going to bring us to a close for the evening. Yeah. As always, we've got our deal going on with the Bull and Bee. You can go to thebullandbee.com and use code MonsterMead at checkout for $5 off your online mead order. We are going to be streaming tomorrow night at 8. We're going to be doing more Master Duel. That should come as a surprise to absolutely no one. There is, I believe, Defenestration Hour on Friday. I'm not sure what movie they're talking about, but I am like 90% sure that it is happening this week. So we got that. And then Big Dumb Monsters Monday, No Regrettable Reviews Tuesday, Fighting with Friends Wednesday, Fighting with Friends stream Thursday. Then coming up in May, we have our episode featuring the band Crash Diet. We will be interviewing them and they will be promoting their new album. It's going to be a really fun time. So tune in May 6th at noon.
Yeah.
And do we have anything else that the people need to know before we sign off?
The new season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure started today.
Okay, banger.
Yeah, Steel Ball Run.
One last thing. One of my friends at work has an Instagram account where he and his friend review beers that they get for adult. Like there's some place where they have like beers that like it's like a big like beer emporium and they have a section of like $1 ones that haven't sold well. So they have an Instagram account. It's at buck_a_beer. Buck a beer reviews. So check that shit out.
Huh, fun.
All right. As always, thank you for fighting with us, friends. We appreciate each and every single one of you, and we'll be back next week for more fights. We'll see you then. Adios, everyone. This week's episode of the Fighting with Friends podcast was hosted by Bridget Kelly and Dr. Sarah Brooks. You can find other episodes of the podcast on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, or your other favorite listening platform. Catch us live on Twitch every Wednesday and Thursday. For ad-free live broadcasts of the show, you can subscribe to our Twitch channels or consider donating to our Patreon for ad-free access to our entire library of past episodes and streams, as well as fun bonus content. Fighting with Friends is a member of the Eclectic Cult Media Network. Check out the links in the description for more episodes from us and from all of the shows on the network. Thanks for listening!